So just a second. I'll just start talking to the people, asking, just greeting them, and I'll start talking to you in a minute. So let me say, Marcia, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too.
Excellent.
But I'm very tired, you?
Very tired?
Yes.
As usual.
Yeah.
All right. So just to let you know, Marcia and Enzo, your camera is off. If you want to continue off, no problems. But just so you know that the camera is off. All right. So, and Marcia, tell me a little bit about your weekend. Probably everybody's weekend is the same, right? No difference.
I'm here in my house.
Yeah. Just relaxing.
No, I need to prepare my food and study and my party. I needed to talk about the problems with the aparelho. I think this.
Equipment, device.
Tratamento. Treatment.
Equipment.
Treatment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And my father is treatment chemotherapy too.
Mm-hmm.
And in my house is easy to clean.
Mm-hmm. All right. I understand. I understand. And let me see who else here. Viviane, good evening. Can you hear me, Vi? Your microphone is mute. Microphone. I'm gonna help you here. Let me see.
Pronto?
Yes, it's ready. So good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I am fine. And you?
I'm fine too. Your hair is with a beautiful color. Is it different or the same?
No different.
Oh, it's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And Viviane, did you have a good weekend?
Normal.
Mm-hmm. So just staying home, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, all right. But are you dancing at home?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very
A
good.
lot.
Actually, excellent. So isn't Julia going to come?
Yes.
She's not here so far. But
No?
no, but I sent the link to her.
Mhm.
She has the link. So I'm gonna wait for her. So let me see. Enzo, good evening, my friend.
Good evening.
Very good. So how are you, Enzo?
I'm fine.
Excellent, very good. So Enzo, you are with two logins here. You know this? Are you in
Yes,
iPad and cell
yes.
phone or computer? What is the thing?
I am using the cell phone
Mm-hmm.
because the camera
Mm-hmm.
and the computer because the screen.
All right, very good. Perfect. So, and did you have a good weekend, Enzo?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. So, something different?
uh, I eat mm, uh, I eat cake,
Fish?
things,
Sorry, I didn't understand. Repeat, please.
I eat uh, I
Mm-hmm.
uh, my mother make a pie
Mm-hmm.
and I eat much chocolate.
All right, very good, very good. So you saw your aunt in the room and then you froze, right? I'm just kidding. People, Enzo is Natalia's nephew. Okay, Enzo is Natalia's nephew. So it was a surprise. So you, Natalia, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too. So you moved, yes, from a to a different
Yes,
house.
yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, but did you move just the house, or you went to another city?
Just house.
Mhm. And why did you decide to move?
Now this house is um, how do I say? Nós construímos
Okay,
casa
so
própria.
build is in the present. The past, who remembers what's the past of built?
Built.
Yeah, so we built a new house.
Yes, yes.
All right, very good. But is everything already organized or no? Still
No,
no, right?
it's crazy.
Yes, moving is not easy. Moving is not
No,
easy.
no.
All right, very good. So let me see who else is here. Carmen, good evening, Carmen.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too. I miss you, Carmen. I miss you.
Yes, I too.
All right, long time I don't see you, right?
Yes.
Very good. So are you working very much?
So.
Mm-hmm.
I stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
Certo me?
Yeah, but is it possible for you to work from home?
Yes, but it's very difficult.
It's very difficult. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. New time, like we are
New
having
time.
like we're living new times, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm reinvented my job,
Myself. Mm-hmm.
myself.
All right. So welcome again to the classes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So let me see who else here. Juju, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Very good. Sorry, I forgot to accept you here. You and Rosa were like waiting.
That's okay.
Yeah, because now we have this here in Zoom. It's necessary for me to send you the link, but also accept to meet you
Yeah,
guys. So
I do my English classes in the Zoom too, so it's the same thing.
mhm. The teachers, are they used to the Zoom, or it's something new for them?
My teacher is.
Yeah.
It's okay for her.
All right, very good. You talking about the classes from your school or English classes?
English classes, like,
Right.
of course. No.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. So welcome to our class.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see. Rosa, good evening.
Good evening, Bruno.
How are you, Rosa?
I'm fine.
Excellent.
And you?
I'm fine too. So did you study English this week, Rosa?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I studied until class
13.
20. Não,
No.
não, é
12.
13.
13. Very good, very
13,
good.
é.
All right. And Rosa, in this time that you have to stay at home, do you see your boyfriend or you don't see him at all?
I stay home in the boyfriend's house.
All right, very good. So the social isolation together.
Yeah. How do you say desde?
Mhm. How do I say people who can help me? How do I say desde? Since.
Since stay quarantine,
Mhm.
I stay house. No, boyfriend's house.
In your boyfriend's house. Mhm.
My friends now. How do you say doente? Eu esqueci. I forgot.
Sick. Very good.
Sick. My boyfriends, my two boyfriends. Oh, my two friends.
All right. Yeah.
My two friends.
Yeah.
I live in house. I compartilhar, share apartment.
Mhm.
They are working in hospital.
Hospital.
Hospital. They are sick COVID.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Here, Maranhão, os casos estão aumentando.
So the cases are increasing.
The kids are increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing critical at hearing.
Yeah. So it's the best solution to go to your boyfriend's house. That's the best solution. Yes. Very good. Very good. And let me say, Andrea. Good evening, Andrea.
Good evening, Bruno. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Hi, good. Very good.
All right. Very good. So a long time.
I'm so tired.
Working very much?
Oh?
Why? Working very much? You said,
yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this coronavirus is making everybody's life crazy, right?
Right.
Very good.
I'm a little scared.
A little scared.
Because I'm working in a hospital.
Mm-hmm. Very good. But in the hospital that you work, are you guys having masks to wear, gloves, or it's having you guys having problems with this? Understand my question?
No, I don't understand. Repeat.
Mm-hmm. Because in some hospitals, people are having problems because they don't have masks to wear, they don't have gloves.
Yes.
In the hospital you are working, are you having this problem or no? This is okay. You are.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
But very bad.
Very bad.
Yes. Many closed every hour.
Many what? The internet is crashing. I can't understand. Can you repeat?
Where?
All right. Go. Just repeat because I couldn't understand.
Okay. We change the EPIs várias vezes.
Many times.
Per day, or minute, depends.
So you change all the time?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. This is good. This is good. And the last but not least, Frederico. Good evening. Can you hear us? Freddy, can you hear us?
Today is many people.
Yes, today we have many
Very
people.
good.
Yes. It's remember I said that I have a surprise for you, and the surprise is right here. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine.
Excellent. Very good. So today, people, in the class, we have an American man, you know? So today, I am not the teacher. So today, I will be a student with you. I'm here to learn, all right? So Jason is a friend of mine, and we're gonna talk to him, okay? So we're gonna listen to a native person speaking. You will be able to ask questions to him, okay? So I hope to have a good interaction here, okay? So Jason, can you present yourself? Talk a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to speak as clear and slow, what not as slow as possible, but just as clear so everyone can understand what I'm saying. If you have any questions or if you don't understand, please stop me, let me know, and I'll be glad to repeat. So anyway, my name is Jason. I am American. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. And Texas, everybody knows Texas. It's in the south of the United States. I'm how old am I? I forgot how old I am because I stopped counting after 33.
Okay.
35, 6, one of the two, yeah. Anyway, so
when were you born in? 1983?
37. Sorry, 37. There you go.
No, you will be
37
in October because your birthday is in October. No. So
yeah.
you are 37. You will be 38.
Yeah. Me 38. And time flies. Anyway, so Bruno and I have been friends since what 2000 since the year 2003.
2003, 2004.
Yeah. No, actually, no. Since we knew of each other since 2003, but we weren't really friends until 2006, when I lived there with your family.
Yeah.
So I used to work for Petrobras here in Houston for about 12 years, and now I work for a corrosion engineering company. I've been there, working there for about 2 years, no, a year and a half now. Yeah, and I was born and raised here in Houston. I've traveled to many places all over the world. I've been to Brazil, Canada, all over Europe, many countries in Europe. I lived in Japan. I've been to England, India, France, Germany, Netherlands, Holland, Spain, Morocco and Africa.
So
yeah.
I think we could, Jason and for example, for some people, I said like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, so please come to the class because it was not confirmed. And so Jason and I were discussing like, okay, how are we gonna lead the class? How is it going to be? So we didn't have time, but we thought about two things, all right? So one thing is that you guys can ask him questions to practice your questions and to check what you understand. But after this, we're gonna comment about culture. We're gonna comment about what's going on, what's happening in the United States, how coronavirus is affecting America, okay? So, but first, I want to know, does anybody want to ask him a question? Man, people, can be any question, can be personal question, can be anything, okay? I mean, appropriated, of course.
Yeah. Don't feel shy or intimidated because I'm a native speaker. I've taught English before, so I've worked with people on various levels of fluency. So
so you
do not feel
understand?
shy at all.
Yeah. So understand, people. He was already he was a teacher in the past, so he knows how to like the difficulties we have in speaking. So don't be shy, right? So now it's a good time to practice your English. All right. So does anybody want to be the first to ask him any kind of question? I know it's like a surprise, but does anybody have a question to him?
I do.
Julia? Right.
So how do you and Bruno meet? I mean, you know, like the story behind your friendship.
So
Just a second. So people, did everybody understand? So Julia wants to know how Jason met me, how we became friends. Okay? Awesome.
right. So we met in 2003 when I was working at an exchange program at the YMCA in Belo Horizonte, and that's how we met. But we didn't become friends until 3 years later when I went to work in Belo, and I stayed at his home with him and his family.
So you stay like the first time you stayed like 2 or 3 months, right? In my house the first time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember, Viviane?
Yes, my your mother talk about Jason a lot.
Yeah, all right. Because people,
I love her.
she loves him, yes. Because Viviane, she is my cousin. Okay. So he remembers about this. She is my cousin.
Okay.
Very good, Julia. Thanks for your question. Who else has another question? So did you see, people? Viviane say, oh, because my mother talks about Jason a lot because she loves him. So Jason calls my mother mom. She calls my father father. He calls me brother. I call him brother because we have a strong friendship, right? So
yeah, you all were my family for that 2 or 3 months.
yeah, and other times too. In the end, oh, for you guys to have an idea, so there was this time, so Jason had already stayed in my house, but okay, so he went back to the United States, and one day I arrived in my house, I opened the gate, I opened the door, and seriously, he was in the middle of the kitchen with a newspaper, and I was, Jesus, what are you doing here? You know? He said, oh, I decided to come to Brazil. But he didn't tell me anything about it, you know? Just like, imagine, I'm in Belo Horizonte, I said, oh, I'm going to Santa Luzia. Santa Luzia it's 30 kilometers. So I'm going to Brazil. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So who's got a question? Yeah, Natalia.
How
Natalia,
many times?
And then you, okay, Marcia?
How many times did you came to Brazil?
How many? Oh. That's a hard question.
Too many times.
It's a very hard question. Yeah, too many times. So, yeah, that's a very hard question.
But approximately?
I would say maybe 10.
Maybe 10 times, right?
Yeah, maybe 10.
Very good. Awesome. All right, so Marcia?
What states do you visit in Brazil?
Oh, what state? So I've been to Rio.
Oh, very good.
Rio, Bahia. Where else? Rio, Bahia, Pernambuco, Sergipe. Where else?
São Paulo, though?
Just the airport.
Just the airport, okay.
Yeah, just the airport. And Minas, yeah, of course. Yeah, and Minas. And that's it. Sorry, no. Where is, what state is Ceará?
Ceará, yeah, it's the state.
Yep.
Right. So,
Em Nordeste, Ceará, Pernambuco, Sergipe and Bahia.
Right.
Jason knows Brazil better than me. I haven't been to these places, just Bahia and Rio. Excellent, very good.
Yeah.
Who else?
I would say my favorite place. Oh, of course, my favorite place is Minas. But if I could take Belo Horizonte and put it on a beach, that would be the perfect place.
Did you understand, people, what he said? If you understood, raise your hand. If you understood. Okay.
Yes.
So he said, like, his favorite state is Minas, but if it was possible, he would take Belo Horizonte and move to a place with a beach. So that would be perfect. The problem is that in Belo Horizonte, we don't have beach. Actually, in Minas Gerais.
But Belo Horizonte have bar.
Bars.
Why do you say bar?
Bars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bars, but I need.
Yeah, because in Minas Gerais we have this this expression. Já que Minas não tem mar, eu vou pro bar. Right? Yes.
Não é pub, Bruno.
You can say bar or pub.
Bar,
actually,
pub.
Yeah. Do we have any technical difference between bar and pub, Jason?
Pubs are more like smaller, and bars, there's really no difference, honestly. But from what I understand, pubs are like more, they're much smaller.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. I don't know if I'm wrong, but maybe people say more pub in London. Pub is something that comes from England, or no?
Right.
So maybe the style is different.
Yeah, I think it's more common to say pub in England, but we also say it here too.
All right. Excellent. Very good. Who else, people?
Me.
Yes. Come on, Fredon.
Hello. Hello, Bruno. Hello, Jason. How are you, guy?
All right, and you?
Very good. Very good. Jason, like you, Bruno, it's my big friend. And sometimes he told me in the history that it's Will Smith's cousin. So tell me about this story and what you feel. Tell me what you're feeling. So I'm a very important people in Belo Horizonte. Tell me a little.
I think this for the advanced class.
This was a surprise, man. I mean, not surprise. It was a secret. All right.
Oh,
so,
man.
Jason, explain this story for everybody.
Man, I don't even remember how that story. No, okay, no. We went to a club.
Hold on a second. Do me a favor. Can you put your face a little bit closer to the camera so people can see? No, it's just, hey, people, in your opinion, before he tells this story, don't you think he looks a little bit like Will Smith, the actor?
Yes.
Yeah.
And his name is Jason Smith, right? His name is Jason Smith. All right. So it's a story. It's a true story. People, I was young, okay? I was young. So please don't judge me. No me julguem, please. I was young, all right? So
I think I don't remember the place we went to, but we went to
Torre.
Was it? Huh?
It was in Torre. Remember?
Okay. Yeah. So we were. Everyone has to have their identification card, right? So I brought my identification card from Texas, which I can show you. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not here. Oh, I thought I had it, but I don't. But our identification card, it looks like a credit card, and it has my picture on there. And so when we went to the doorman, to enter into the club,
yeah,
the doorman said,
just so the others can understand. Okay, so it was one day, Jason and I, we were going to a pub, to a club, to a nightclub here in Belo Horizonte. Okay, so go on.
Right. And so the doorman said, I think this is what I remember. Bruno, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but the doorman said, "Hey, you look like Will Smith, and your last name is Smith too?" And I said, "Yes, actually, he's my cousin." And because this is actually part of a story from before, when I was in Rio during Carnival, and some people had asked me the same thing, and I was with a bunch of like big, these huge big like black policemen that were from the US, and then one of them said, "Yes, he is Will Smith's cousin and we are his bodyguards."
Yeah.
So anyway, so I did the same thing. This time I was like, "Yeah, I am his cousin." And so then after that, everybody wanted to come up to me and take a picture with me, and nobody believed me, but I just happened to know that at that time Will Smith was filming a movie. He was filming Men in Black 3, and and then they said they didn't believe me, and I said, "No, yeah, he really is filming Men in Black 3. Next summer the movie's going to come out, and then you'll know if I'm telling you the truth or not." And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And people were coming up to me and to Bruno and wanting to take a picture with me.
Yeah. So, I'm taking a picture with Will, and it was the whole night. And yeah, it was funny, man. It was funny. So this was like in maybe 2008, 2009, right? Something like this.
2010, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good question.
Very good.
All right. Who else has questions? People, you can repeat, okay? If nobody has questions, you can ask more than one question, no problems. Nobody?
Okay.
Yes, Andrea.
Hi, Jason.
Hello.
My son live in USA, in Boston. And I love cooking for you. No, for
him.
Okay. What food did you like best in Brazil?
Good question. I think my favorite food. Okay, so I have a favorite food. It's food from Minas and food from Bahia. So in Minas, I like the tropeiro and the couve and
couve.
Yeah. No, we have that here. We have couve is it's a very common food here in the south of the USA.
How do I say couve? Cabbage? No, cabbage is repolho, right?
Couve is greens.
Greens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we call it greens.
What about angu? How do I say angu? Or you don't have angu?
I think we have it, but it's not common here.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love the okra, quiabo.
Okra. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we call it okra here. And from Bahia, I like everything. The what are they called? Vatapá. Vatapá.
Oh.
And feijão fradinho. And what else?
Acarajé. Do you like acarajé?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you eat feijoada?
Yeah, we have that here too. It's just different. It's cooked with here the feijoada is cooked with feijão fradinho.
Okay.
Yeah. And how do you call it? Or you call it feijoada, or what is the name? How do you say it in English?
Bean stew.
Bean stew?
Mm-hmm. Bean stew.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Good question, Andrea.
Or sometimes they'll call it pork and beans.
Pork and beans.
Yeah.
But what is it more common to say, pork and beans or bean stew?
Bean stew.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah.
Stew is S-T-E-W, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because stew can be like everything like ensopado, right? Everything that you have liquid, right? Mm-hmm.
Right. Any kind of soup, yeah.
Any kind of soup. All right, perfect. Who else? Who's got a question?
Hi.
Okay, let's go, V.
Jason, what do you what do you think about the language Portuguese? You know, speak Portuguese. What do you think about this Portuguese?
I think it's so here in Texas, we have a lot of Spanish speakers. So the schools here, they teach a lot of Spanish. So, and my best friend from when I was very little, his family spoke only Spanish. So I grew up speaking or learning a lot of Spanish. So when I heard Portuguese, I thought it was prettier. And when I started trying to learn it, it was much easier than Spanish to me.
Mm-hmm. Excellent question.
No. Huh? Portuguese no is for you?
Yeah, he said it was easier than Spanish.
Easier than Spanish.
Excellent question, Viviane. Excellent question.
I thank you.
Mm-hmm. Who else?
Jason, are you in quarantine since when? Are you in quarantine since when?
Quarantine, yes. So we are in quarantine since for 1 month.
1 month.
So yeah, for about 1 month since March 15th.
And can you tell a little bit more about how this quarantine coronavirus is affecting everybody? If everybody's calm or people are scared, what do you think? People in general, people agree with Trump's attitudes or not? What is the general vision about it?
It really just depends on where you live. Like some cities are more exposed or have worse cases than others. Like New York and San Francisco are really bad. Here in Houston, it's not as bad, but it seems like a lot of people are paranoid. So more people are, wearing masks. Everybody's wearing gloves. If they go into public, a lot of people have lost jobs. So there are a lot of people without work, especially in the restaurants and hotels and transportation and travel and tourism. So it's really affected a lot of jobs, that certainly. Nobody really trusts what Trump says because he just, let's just say he's not a professional. He's not a professional in any sense. So a lot of people are really depending on the WHO, the World Health Organization, and our Center for Disease Control. More people are paying attention to them and what they're saying because Trump has said a lot of false things that medical professionals don't agree with.
So people are paying more attention in what the center is saying than in what Trump is saying. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
what is the name of the center? Or
it's called the Center of Disease Control. And then Trump has a consultant or a counselor within the White House. His name is Dr. Anthony Fauci, and he is the government's head of the government's head of allergy and infectious diseases. So he's the person who is basically guiding everybody through this crisis.
Excellent, very good. Excellent question, Nach. Who else?
Me again.
All right, go on.
Jason, you told if you travel a lot of words. So when all of this is finished, what's your plan? What's your next travel?
Probably Brazil.
Bruno's house again.
Yeah. More than likely it'll be there. If not, then I don't know. But I need to get away. I need to leave.
Okay.
Jason has a son, and his son needs to visit Brazil. His son, Jackson, doesn't know Brazil. So how old is Jackson now, Jason?
2.5.
2.5. So it's time. It's time.
Oh yeah, it's been time.
Very good.
So remember that when he's older, like maybe 5 or 6, he's going to stay the summer there with you.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, man. That'll be awesome.
With Theo and Larissa and all of them.
Yeah. Larissa, Theo, João. Yeah. That'll be nice. Who else?
Hi.
Carmen? Yeah, so let's go.
Yes. Oh, hello, Jason.
Hello.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand in your presentation what's your job.
Oh, okay. So my job, I do corporate projects. So projects that my company want to implement throughout the organization, or just
But
projects that
what is the business of your company? What kind of projects?
So our company is corrosion engineering. So, but I do the corporate projects. So there are some projects that we have here that are almost strictly American, that maybe you may not understand in Brazilian and within Brazil, but so one of my projects is called diversity and inclusion. And what that is I have to make sure that our company has a diverse workforce. And diverse, that means people that are women, that are what they call protected classes. So it can be women, minorities, veterans, and disabled people.
Disabled people? Disabled people são de pessoas deficientes, okay, people? Disabled people.
Yeah. So I have to make sure that these people are represented within the company, and that they are included in our company business decisions.
Okay, people. I know it's a little bit difficult, this part, right? It's a little bit difficult, but I will not translate because I will try to work with you guys about this part specific. I'll try to find an activity so we can understand about his job more deeply.
No terminal retorno.
Okay?
And so the reason that I have to do this is because America, as you know, is has a bad history of racism and sexism and discrimination. So my job is to make sure that our company does not do any of that, because we have to report that to the government.
All right, excellent, very good. So we have time for one more question. Does anybody have a question? Nobody?
You?
Yes, so let's go, Julia.
So you said you travel around all the world, and I guess I already know the answer, but what is like your favorite place in the world?
So if I could live anywhere, so okay, let's say this. If money was not an issue, if money was not a problem,
Okay.
I would move between 3 places. I would move between Texas, Brazil, and Europe. Maybe like Germany or Switzerland.
Excellent. Very good, very good. Aí é o seguinte, pessoal. Foi bem legal. Não, não é brasileiro, não. Foi bem legal.
De
assim,
coração.
A minha ideia
Brasileiro.
era justamente, tipo assim, não deixar aquela tendência, né, que às vezes a gente tem de Bruno, how do I say? Não sei o que lá. Tipo assim, era forçar vocês bastante. Mas, Jason, gasta um pouquinho do seu português aí com o pessoal aí. Gasta aí. Conversa com o pessoal aí um pouquinho. Explica aí essa parte mais difícil aí do seu trabalho aí em português aí pra galera.
Meu trabalho eu vou tentar traduzir aqui. Diversidade e inclusão, porque a nossa história aqui dos Estados Unidos é muito complicada. E temos e tínhamos também no passado problemas com racismo, classicismo, sexismo, todos os ismos, né?
Uhum.
Então eu tenho que assegurar que a nossa companhia não discrimina certas pessoas nessas como que fala, nessas diversas classes, entendeu? Classes de raça, de habilidades, de
basicamente
idade também.
Você tem que garantir que não haja nenhum tipo de exclusão.
De discriminação.
De discriminação.
Isso.
Oh my God, he speaks Portuguese better than me.
Eu também tô pensando que não é justo. Eu quero
Não.
corrigi-lo em português porque não é justo.
Então, gente, olha só, olha que bacana. O Jason, ele é americano mesmo, tá? Só que ele fala português muito, muito bem. E assim...
Tá muito enferrujado, Muito
tempo que você não fala, né? Mas olha só, para vocês terem uma ideia. A primeira vez que ele veio passar aqui na minha casa, né, na casa da minha mãe, morava com minha mãe, com os meus pais, eu falei, mãe, eu queria receber um americano aqui, vai ficar aqui. Aí minha mãe, ai meu Deus, mas você trabalha fora o dia inteiro, ninguém aqui fala inglês, como é que nós vamos fazer? Eu falei, não, mãe, ele fala português. Que americano fala português? Você tá doido? Eu falei, mãe, bicho, minha mãe ficou com o coração apertado, assim, né? Mas tudo bem. Aí, beleza, né?
Até hoje ela conta isso.
No dia que o Jason chegou no aeroporto, eu fui buscar ele. Eu fui para o aeroporto, minha mãe tava tremendo. Minha mãe tava aqui em casa, aqui. Aí, quando nós chegamos, entrei dentro de casa, assim, que ele virou assim, oi, boa noite, tudo bem? A minha mãe deu um abraço desse menino. Você fala português mesmo? Deu um abraço e tal. Ele fala e tal. Aí ela ficou tão aliviada. E assim, aí o Jason era muito bom, era muito tranquilo aqui. Ele andava para cima e para baixo, não dependia da gente para nada, assim, sabe? Eu andava, ia para show com o Jason, essas coisas. No meio, se ele encontrava, fulano e tal, encontrava conhecido, conheci muita gente aqui, sabe? Assim, pensa da pessoa que eu brincava com ele, nasceu no país errado. Não sei se vocês entenderam, no começo ele estava falando que é 1 ano e meio que ele está nessa empresa, mas antes dessa empresa ele ficou 12 anos trabalhando lá em Houston, na Petrobras. Fala português, que é uma beleza. Joga capoeira que vocês não acreditam o jeito que ele joga capoeira. E aí, aos finais de semana, ele faz um bico. Sabe o que é o bico que ele faz no final de semana, pessoal? Que toca numa banda brasileira lá em Houston. Esse aí
Eu não falei que ele tinha um coração brasileiro?
Não é? Mas bacana demais. E agora, pessoal, em português, tem alguma pergunta que vocês gostariam de fazer assim, que não ficaram seguros de fazer, só em termos culturais, ou enfim, qualquer coisa, só para antes da gente dispensar ele. Ele tem um nenenzinho lá também. Já vou agradecendo de antemão, Jason. tirar esse tempinho aí. Foi muito bacana. Muito obrigado mesmo por participar aqui com a moçada.
Com certeza.
Eu ia perguntar para ele se ele gostava da música brasileira. E que tipo de música? Era outra pergunta que eu ia fazer.
Que tipo de música, Jay, você mais gosta aqui do Brasil?
Eu gosto de música batucada. Então...
Então você gosta da Bahia, né?
Também, talvez seja no sangue, mas eu gosto de música mais batucada. Nas bandas brasileiras aqui, eu toco tudo que é percussão. Mas depende, né, também, né,
Dá um exemplo
o gênero
de uns
da música.
Dá uns 2, 3 cantores ou banda, por exemplo, brasileira que você costuma ouvir.
Aqui, normalmente, ou quando eu estava aí.
Não, tanto faz. Se você põe lá no playlist alguma hora, não põe. Assim, que te faz bem. Ou as músicas que a sua banda toca.
Eu gosto do Arlindo Cruz. Gosto do Seu Jorge. E Timbalada, Araquetu.
Jorge Aragão, eu sei que você gosta.
Jorge Aragão. Eu até emprestei o meu surdo, assim, meu tambor surdo, para a banda do Jorge Aragão, tipo, 2 meses atrás, que ele estava aqui tocando. Aí eles me pediram emprestado meu surdo, porque eles não podiam trazer do Brasil.
E você então, chegou a conhecer ele?
Sim, eu conheci vários músicos brasileiros aqui. Conheci o Jorge Aragão, conheci Diogo Nogueira, Seu Jorge, Sérgio Mendes, Djavan, Gilberto Gil, o Rei, Roberto Carlos. Quem mais?
Tá vendo? Ele conhece o Brasil melhor que a gente, tô falando sério.
Sobrinho do Will Smith mesmo.
Ué.
Acho que Grupo Revelação também, quando eles vieram aqui um tempão atrás. E Sambô, aquela banda Sambô, Casuarina também. Eu conheci quase todos que passaram aqui em Houston. Até toquei com a banda do Diogo Nogueira, quando eles estavam aqui.
Muito top, muito legal. E aí, mais perguntas, pessoal? Não?
No momento eu tô com muita raiva dele.
Então é o seguinte, pessoal, eu vou conversar com vocês, cada um nos grupos de vocês, para falar sobre a aula semana que vem, etc, etc. Não vou conversar agora, porque eu já tenho uma aula logo na sequência, né? Como que tem gente de grupos variados e tal, mas entre hoje e amanhã eu vou falando com vocês aí. Mas sim, Jason, mais uma vez, muito, muito obrigado. Thank you very much, man.
Obrigado.
Obrigada.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
It was really nice to meet all of you. I really appreciate you having me, and hopefully we can do this another time. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. So.
Yes. So thank you, man. I'll see you around.
Bye bye.
Okay. All right. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Peraí, pessoal. E aí, tranquilo? Gostaram?
I love it.
É uma experiência diferente, né? Assim, eu acho sempre possível a gente vai fazer isso aí mais. Beleza?
Beleza.
So, thank you very much. Então, entre hoje e amanhã, eu entro lá nos grupos, lá a gente vai conversando.
Ok.
Bye bye, people.
Bye bye.